Not roll call, pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Have a seat. Moving on to roll call.
All right. Ronald Knuff.
Present.
Kenneth Hall.
Present.
Bonnie Almond.
Here.
Trevor Stone.
Here.
Ronald Glassett.
Here.
Judith Haldeman.
Here.
Jason Donahue.
Here.
Julia Kutzler.
Here.
Mayor Tony Pristash.
Present.
And Mason Small.
Present.
Thank you, sir. Hearing of persons present. Anyone has something to say? Step up to the microphone, give your name.
Hi, Maria Wesco. I'm here for two things tonight. The first one is to represent Northampton Regional EMS. We have a request. On May the 10th, we are having a community safety day at our Canal Street station, and we would like permission to close the road from 15th and Canal to the park entrance. That is because we're going to be, as part of Safety Day, doing car seat checks. So we would like the flow to come in from the food bank side and then exit to keep it safe while people are going in and out. Also on that day, there will be senior car fit, senior fall prevention, and lots of other things going on. This is all free and available to the public. We will be sending out flyers, but it would be safe to close the road. That's what we did other years when we did this. So we want permission for that. And that's May the 10th in the morning.
Okay, and your next thing?
The second thing is for Lehigh Valley Health Network Muhlenberg Hospital Trauma Program. We are doing a motorcycle education for motorcycle safety. It's for our trauma patients that want to continue to ride. That event is going to be on May the 31st, Saturday morning. After the educational event, it's going to be followed by a motorcycle ride, which will come through the borough approximately between 12:45 and 1:15. The motorcycles will be coming down 329 westbound, which means I spoke to Kenny Hall about blocking the light or moving the light at 329 and Siegfried and 329 and Main Street, just so it doesn't cause a traffic delay.
Okay. You have that?
Yeah. I know I emailed you yesterday in response to your request, and all we would need was just a letter, 2 letters, 1 for each, and then we can place them on future agenda.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You don't need anything else?
That's it.
All
Just
right.
the letters from you.
You need the letters about both of my events or about what I emailed you about yesterday?
Your email was about the one on the 31st, correct? Yeah, so an email for the one on the 10th and then one on the 31st, and then I can place them on the agenda for the 20th of this month. And then we can-
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Maria.
Good evening, Chris Bodner, Tri-Borough Sportsman. I just wanted to stop by to provide an update. It's been a month since I've been here. Just in terms of communication and actions at Tri-Borough, you know, I know there's lots of rumors and speculation of what's going on. Basically, if it doesn't come from me, I wouldn't believe it. So we're going from there. I just don't want to get people's hopes up with whatever's going on out there. Number 2, we had a meeting last week with stakeholders. Lots of members showed up. It was well received. We received lots of feedback from our members, lots of suggestions. Had a bunch of members step up to be range officers. The moral of the meeting was, you know, 95% of the people that use the ranges are well-behaved, you know, responsible users. But I need those 95% to get rid of the 5%. And I think that was well received, you know, reporting what they see and any incidents up there. I wrote a couple notes, sorry. Forgot everything I was going to say. You know, so some things that are happening. Like I said, a bunch of people offered to be range officers. We'll be interviewing them and, providing credentials for them and, shirts and whatnot so that they are easily identifiable. Tonight we were voting on approval for spending for excavating equipment for dirt moving. We will also be voting on range orientation for any new members. Anybody that becomes a member will have to go through an orientation to get their card and to use the range. And yeah, that's about everything that I have. We've increased the number of patrols up there. I've provided those updates to you guys through Mr. Welsko. So if there are ever any questions or anything that you need, you can certainly email me, call me. If anybody wants to go down and take a look, I'm more than willing to give a tour and take a walk around. So I appreciate your support, and I appreciate working with us. Sorry, I have to leave. I have to go to a meeting and get approval for
Thank you,
that.
Mr. Welsko.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hello, my name's Jeff Krebs. Most of you know me. I've been here before. Again, I am calling or complaining about the alley between Dewey Avenue and Lincoln Avenue. The traffic isn't as bad, but I'm still having a problem with weather. When it rains, there is, I believe, a sinkhole forming in the back. You could see the macadam actually sinking, and it's breaking off and chipping, and there's a big hole behind our garage. I had numerous people complaining about cleaning off the ice. You all know how cold it was this winter. I had ice out there all winter. I have a picture on my phone if you would all like to see what it looks like. I don't know if anybody ever came out to look at it, but it's getting worse, and I don't want to have to do something myself to fix it, because it's going to take me a little while to fix it. If someone could please just come out and look at it and let me know what's going on there, because it's a hazard.
What block are you referring to?
I live on 237 East 21st Street. It's the alley right behind going north. I'm not sure the name because there's no road sign.
Station Alley, yeah.
Kenneth knows. He lives on the following corner.
Yep.
And that's all I'd like to say. If you would like to see the picture, I have it. It was like an ice skating rink all winter.
We're good, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Anyone else?
Hello, my name is Luke Bingaman, and from Troop 93, and our troop is here for the Citizenship in the Community Merit Badge, and I just want to thank you for having us here.
Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Anderson, and I live on Main Street. And I had a few things. I was wondering, on Main and 329, I tend to walk a lot, but when you press the button, it never says walk, and I'm always in a rush and I feel unsafe. And especially when the nicer weather comes, I'll be walking more, and I have 2 little dogs. And so I was wondering if that will ever be addressed, because there's a push button there for pedestrians, but it doesn't work.
We can look into that.
Okay, and then the other thing is, starting in, I would say 23, I had sent a message to, I guess, who does apartment inspections or building inspections, because the building, right now I can't think of the address offhand, but it's the one that houses the daycare on Main Street. So I had taken pictures, and there's holes inside of the building. Like, you can see holes, and now lately that you can see, like, maybe an animal's broken, like they put like wood in front of it and all this. And like, so 2 or 3 times I've sent messages to your people here, and nobody's ever responded. I said, even if you just tell me that you feel the building is safe structurally, I'll be happy. But I got nothing, and that's just upsetting, because every time I see in the news a building collapse and there's a daycare in there. And then it just always bothers me too, because now that you have this new ordinance that you're checking apartment buildings with new renters, then why does this have 2 holes in the building? And I have pictures, and I'd be more than happy to show you. And so that was my other thing.
And this is a daycare on Main Street?
Yeah, it's right there. It's, Santa Fe. It's the daycare.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh, wait. 22 Main Street. And this was November 13th that I sent it, but 10 months prior to that, I had sent it. So it's not as if I haven't been trying. And I had gone to the Zach Makel's office, and his aide or whoever was there said, come to you. So, you know, but unfortunately, I'm always out of my mind, so. And then my other question is, can somebody tell me, again, I live at 17th and Main, so we're the corner with the green awnings, and there's a young lady typically in that back alley that takes her dog to the corner where the rail tracks is and just lets this dog poop. And it is a hot mess out there. And I don't know, like, how do I report her? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to take pictures, video, that I'll sit there in my car and watch her, let her dog go potty and just leave. And it is now a minefield out there. And again, I have dogs, and if anybody knows, you see me walking them a lot, I take very good care of my kids, and it's just upsetting because my dog wants to go back there. And it's very expensive taking care of him, and I don't want him to catch something because of this. And I'm not really sure how I go about reporting it or figuring out how to get that addressed.
Well, what we can do is, after the meeting, if you would like to stay, if not, we can talk now.
Well,
I can get your email
Okay,
and a phone number.
okay,
And we'll reach out to you. I'll have someone from code enforcement reach out to you in regards to the apartment building. And in regards to the dog situation, I will email you the information for our animal control officer, whom you can reach out to.
okay, great.
All
Thank
right.
you so very much.
Absolutely.
Anyone else? No? Next item is consider request for permission to advertise ordinance 1238.
Ordinance number 1238 adopts procedures for the issuance of tickets prior to the issuance of citations for violations of certain borough ordinances.
Do I have a motion to advertise this ordinance?
Motion.
Motion made by Donahue,
Second.
by Ms. Almond. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Consider request to advertise ordinance number 1239.
Ordinance number 1239 amends the Borough Code, Part 2, Chapter 234, Article 4, regarding parking on borough property.
Do I have a motion to advertise this ordinance 1239?
Motion.
Made by Mr. Stone. Do I have a second?
Second.
Who got it?
Second.
Knopf, Mr. Knopf? Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Consider approval of fire department summer camp.
The fire department is looking to conduct their annual Junior Firefighter Summer Camp Cadet Program again this summer at the fire station. They're looking to hold the camp from Monday, July 7th through Friday, July 11th. The graduation ceremony will be held on Saturday, July 12th. For this year's program, there will be no cost to enroll.
Motion made.
Motion made by Ms. Almond,
Second.
by Mr. Glassick. Any questions? I have a statement. Scouts, listen up. It's a good camp. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Mr. President, Barry couldn't make it tonight, but I'll get back to him. He said I should just let him know.
Thank you. Consider delegate and alternate delegate for the annual PSAB conference.
It is time to choose who the Borough of Northampton would like to serve as the delegate and alternate delegate at this year's annual PSAB conference. We would need separate motions, one for each.
What is the opinion for the delegate?
Do we know who's going?
Yes, it is
Mayor.
Judy Haldeman, Mayor Tony, Judy Kutzler, the two of us, Bonnie Almond, Ron Knopf, and that would be everyone.
I'll make a motion for the first delegation to be the mayor.
Okay, do I have a second for the mayor?
Second.
By Mr. Donahue. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Mayor is the delegate.
Thank you very much.
PSAB. For an alternate delegate, do I have a motion to appoint an alternate?
I make a motion to appoint Judy Haldeman.
No, Ms. Kutz, Judy.
No.
Kutz.
No.
The president of council. I appreciate the motion, but no thank you.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
All right, gentlemen, you'll see how this is.
A motion's been made for Ms. Alderman.
Good choice.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I thought you were the second.
I can't, I shouldn't, I should not. Okay, so Mr. Stone or Mr. Hall? Mr. Hall, got it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Guys have it. Okay, Ms. Judy H. and Mayor, okay, will be representing the Borough of Northampton.
The mayor's gonna be.
That's an example of railroading.
They're coming out for the fun of it.
If you're not here, it's worse. Okay.
Always show up for meetings.
Okay, consider reimbursement of tapping fee.
We received a request from Tim Tepes of Allen Township through Allen Township for reimbursement of the $5,070 tapping fee for lots 123 and 124 in the North Hills development. Original plans would have two lots numbered 123 and 124. However, their plan has changed and they are consolidating to only a single lot. This requires a reimbursement for one of the two tapping fees.
I make a motion that we reimburse his one tapping fee.
Motion made by Mr. Glassick, do I have a second?
I'll second.
By Mr. Hall? Any questions?
Yeah, you go ahead first.
So that means we have an EDU free. Now, does this mean it essentially is ours, or it goes back to Allen Township to
It would still be Allen
utilize?
Township's because it was
So that-
allocated.
All right, so I had the same question.
Yeah,
If we're reimbursing EDU for Allen Township, then we're buying back that EDU.
yeah.
That's ours.
That would be correct,
So
yes.
then
I'm
it
sorry.
is-
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
I
I wanted to make
misunderstood.
that
I'm sorry,
very-
you're right.
I
I
misunderstood
wanted to
your
make sure I
question.
understood
Yes,
that,
that
because I'm not
is-
reimbursing
That
something
is
for
how I
someone else to
understood
get
it as
credit
well.
for.
Yes.
You understood it, or that's how it is?
That is
I
how,
don't
no,
mean to
yes,
put you on
that
the
is how it is.
spot. Okay.
That's how I understood
I
your
wanna make
question.
sure,
Yes.
because
So it is ours.
Yes.
there was
Like the
the,
word?
there's the word hubbub again. There was hubbub about
That's
the
what it
other
It
news.
was.
Hubbub.
Yes, how
I
about?
wanna
We were
make
trying to think
sure
of it, yeah.
That word.
But they had an opportunity to hold an EDU, and they chose not to.
Yeah, so the,
Okay, so
yeah,
that-
so
I
the
wanna-
agreement was $5,095 at the time, because $25 for the permit, to purchase said EDU. So now we would be reimbursing them for that EDU, so that EDU should fall then back to us.
So
Back to the borough.
we're just holding the cost. They don't wanna hold the cost, is what I'm hearing.
Correct. They don't, they know, they originally had two EDUs, because it was supposed to be a split unit.
Right.
Right.
But they had an opportunity to hold that EDU and just
They don't
reimburse that money
Correct.
themselves. They chose not to.
Exactly.
I just
That
wanna
is
make sure that
correct.
was
Yep.
clear.
Yes, that is
All right.
correct.
And we're
I
gonna make that-
apologize.
Now, that's
I
okay, but we're
misunderstood
gonna
your
make that
question.
clear in response
Yes.
back that that is now our EDU again.
Correct.
Okay.
I suggest that the action be confirmed by a letter which states that, and if you want to
Okay.
draft that in the first instance and
And
have
then,
me look at it.
yes, I will draft it, and then I'll have you send it, yep.
Okay.
Or have you look at it.
Thank you
Mhm.
for the clarification.
But how does that fall into the EDUs that Irene was requesting?
Different, it doesn't, different allocation time.
Okay.
Any other questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Guys have it. Moving on to reports from committees, we would start with Mr. Ken Hall on administration and finance.
Thank you. There are 370 live stream views on February 20 council meeting. As of Friday, February 28th, 25, we received $1,036,824.57 in garbage payments. The borough has received a check in the amount of $1,849.68 from the PA Municipal Health Insurance Cooperative as our 2025 loyalty credit. End of report.
Thank you, sir. Building and Land and Recreation, Ms. Haldeman.
Thank you. This Friday, March 7th, Borough Manager Brian Welsko, Assistant Borough Manager Jerry Sorrentis, and Christy Valdares of the Cindy Mouse Adaptive Fund will be meeting with Sherry Acevedo from Northampton County for a possible livable landscape grant for the 4th Street Playground. The annual Easter egg hunt will be held on Saturday, April 12th at 11 a.m. in Municipal Park. March 3rd was the opening day for resident park permit reservations. Many days are still available for rentals. End of report.
Thank you, Ms. Haldeman. Code and Police, Mr. Stone.
Yeah, the code report for the month of February has been included. As of February 28th, we received a total of $22,160 rental registration inspection fees. Of that, 297 of the 536, which is 55%. End of report.
Thank you, sir. Fire and Health, Ms. Omen.
Thank you. The Board of Health did not meet in February. The Fire Department's St. Patrick's Day breakfast will be held this Sunday, March 9th, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And the annual Purse Bingo will be held on Sunday, March 30th. Doors open at 11 a.m. and bingo starts at 12:30 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Community Center, Mr. Donahue.
Thank you. The Community Center held their monthly meeting on Tuesday, February 18th. A quote has been received to replace the water main shutoff and pressure regulator. The bingo and small games of chance licenses were successfully renewed. End of report.
Thank you. Public Works and Sewer, Mr. Glassick.
Thank you. A new height restriction sign has been installed at the 10th Street underpass. The merry-go-round at the Alliance Playground is currently being disabled to be repaired. This should be finished within the next couple of weeks. A sign was placed at the handicap parking at the Assumption of Blessed Virgin Mary on Tuesday, March 3rd. And on March 10th, the Public Works will be repairing the water drainage pipe, the 2 catch basins at the Coventry Court in Northampton Avenue. And the Stewart Street Pump Station upgrade is currently out for bid. Bids are due back by 10 a.m. on March 13th. End of report.
Thank you, sir. We'll be moving on to reports from council members, starting with Mr. Knopf.
I just want to make an announcement that the farmer's market will open May 6th. The time will be 3:06 p.m. We're looking forward for another good season at the farmer's market. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Glassick.
The only thing is, welcome Troop 93. I think it's great that you come out here and see what the public and the council and things do in our borough and our support. So thank you for coming out. That is the end of my report.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Donahue?
I have nothing tonight.
Thank you.
You probably hope that I'm sick more often.
Well, Trevor said it first.
Yeah, I was gonna say Trevor.
Sorry to disappoint everybody.
Thank you, Ms. Allen. Mason?
You didn't,
Bonnie?
Bonnie didn't go yet.
I thought she said she had nothing.
No, that was Jason.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, my voice got really deep. I just want to thank Troop 93 for being here as well, to see all the excitement that goes on at these meetings. And I want to thank the road crew too for finally filling in that pothole between 23rd and 24th at Main. And that is the end of my report.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I overlooked you there.
That's okay.
Mr. Mason?
Yes, I just had one question. It's just if the movies in the park are still being pursued, if you have any updates on that.
Yeah, it is being pursued. We are currently looking at all options for purchase of our projector and trailer for concessions.
All right, thank you. That is all then.
That's it. Ms. Haldeman?
That's my turn. Welcome to Troop 93. I have a question in regard to the quote for the water main shutoff and pressure regulator up at the community center. What kind of quote are we getting there?
It's for the community center.
I know it's for the
Yeah.
community center. What's the price? Because that's part of our responsibility as we're the owners of the building, correct? That's not something that.
The community center was under the impression that it was a community center's bill.
That's the community center's bill.
Yeah, it's anything inside the, should be anything inside the meter, inside the meter at the street.
Okay,
So that's in the property itself.
From the shut off out
They
the
did
street.
work with them though, they did talk and get prices.
Okay, okay.
Wasn't cheap, I'll say that.
Okay. And I actually, the Church Secretary of Assumption Blessed Virgin contacted me to ask me to thank Public Works, Council, Borough Manager, Assistant Borough Manager. They're very happy with the 5 spots they got and feel it will be very helpful with the population that they have right
Glad
now.
to
So
hear.
they appreciated that very much. And I believe that is it for me also. Thank you.
Is that it?
That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Stone?
Yes, thank you. I think Troop 93 is probably going to be running out of here. I think it's speedy. I just want to recognize Barry France and the Northampton Fire Department again for the annual Junior Firefighter Summer Camp Cadet Program. I don't know if I can say that fast 3 times. But anyway, for it to be where it's at now and now no cost, thank you for the people that are donating to this. I think it's a great program. So that's all I have in the report.
Thank you. Mr. Hall?
Other than just a reminder about along with the fire department, the breakfast is Sunday. Come out. It's usually have a good menu and a good turnout. It's one of the it's the best breakfast they have in the Sundays in the month. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all our fellow Irish Northamptonians, whether you are Irish or not. And as it's been mentioned, to start the celebration, the fire department is having their St. Patrick's Day feast, as they call it. So looking forward to seeing you there. Troop 93, welcome. And I must say, as a former Boy Scout, the Citizenship Awards were the most fun awards that I remember having. And if you remember last meeting, I mentioned an Eagle Scout presentation I was at. This is the troop that invited me, and again, it all starts with the leadership up front. And in fact, one of our leaders works with our former solicitor at the courthouse. So, and to the gentlemen, the multitude of merit badges behind the leaders is an immense number for young men this age. They are hardworking, and as you can see now, taking the time out of their day to do this. So it's well appreciated on all levels. So thank you for that. Tri-Borough, I had the pleasure to attend the meeting last week, and I was very warmly welcomed. Chris Bonner throws a fantastic meeting, plenty of dialogue, and I know between myself, our councilman and councilwoman in the ward supporting them, we do have some skin in the game now because they were asking for some dirt and filament for the berm there, and talking to our borough manager, turns out we have some we can spare and then some, so all we need to do is deliver it, get it up there, and they'll do the excavation of it to maintain the integrity and the safety of the range. So Tri-Borough is truly doing everything they can, very publicly, with plenty of transparency, and with a good heart to make this everything good up there and safe for the community. So I applaud them and their management and the support of their membership. So again, happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope to see everyone at the breakfast. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Attorney Stewart?
I have nothing to report this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, I'll say thank you too to our Boy Scout Troop 93. But I'd like to see you at that camp. We need firefighters. We need fire police. We need junior firefighters. It's free, doesn't cost anything, it's in the summer, you won't miss school. And it's fun. So think about it, July 7th to the 11th, and then you graduate on the 12th, and you see Mr. Barry France to register. That's all I have to say. So, moving on to announcements, we'll start with Jerry.
I don't have too much to say. Thank you guys for coming out again. I know some of you guys went to school with my daughter, and it's familiar with some of you guys. It's cool to see you guys out here taking part, seeing what's going on here. Looking forward to the breakfast on Sunday with the fire department also. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Thank you. Mr. Lesko.
Yeah, last but not least, thank you all for coming. If you ever want to get more involved, feel free to reach out. If you guys ever have any ideas of stuff that we'd like to do in town, please let us know. We're always looking for new ideas, things we can get involved with, things that we can help out with. So feel free to contact me or the office or anything. I'm sure we'd love to get involved in different avenues that we can pursue together. If you would ever have an interest or would like to get more involved with projects or anything, I'm sure we can be happy to apply. A big thank you to Public Works. I know with the wind these last couple days, there has been garbage and trash and recycling all over the place. I know they were just out on the border between the Borough and Allen Township today collecting a bunch of stuff. So a big shout out to them. Not typically what you would think they would have to do on a normal day, but stuff that they do anyway without complaining. So a big thank you to all of you. And last but not least, I did mention it last time, but applications are open for summer work. We do not have a lot in right now. We only have about 4 or 5 at the pool right now. So if anyone is interested, feel free, there's applications here to fill out, or applications online as well.
Is there an age requirement for summer work?
As long as you have your working papers as of now. A little different with Public Works though, because of moving parts. Preferably a driver's license for Public Works, but
But for the pool?
yeah.
And our lifeguards, we haven't had a lot coming back from,
Not yet.
Not yet. It's still early. If we're getting to April and we don't, then we can.
I was saying, how about a phone call up to the swim team? I mean, or the people that are using our pool for their summer, can we make contact with them and ask them?
Happily.
I know Mr. Brope's grandson was always actively involved.
He is one of the applicants.
He is one of the applicants already. Tell him to shake the tree.
Well,
so
yeah,
he gets
I
more.
will. I will. And that is it. That's my
That's all?
report. Yep.
Okay.
One more comment, if I may. To Chief Kadingo, I noticed that we always ask when the large trucks get stopped, and I noticed an officer stopping one on Main Street today, going around the corner. So thank you for having him out there. It was that kind of stuff that you like to see, instead of the ones that we don't always complain about. That's it.
Okay, anyone else? Anything come to mind? Okay. I need approval to pay the bills.
Motion made.
You heard Haldeman first?
And then I'll, yeah.
Haldeman made a motion, second by Mrs. Almond. Any questions?
I have nothing, so don't even ask.
Wow.
The only one I had was Omni something, but then I
Omnisite.
kind of looked it up and.
It's our pump station telephone.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't what I found online.
Yeah, no,
That'll teach me to Google.
They come at different times, but we have the phone service through them with alarms
Oh,
for the pump
okay,
station.
well then it does make sense what
Yeah.
it was. Okay, no. That was my only question, thank
Any
you.
other questions? All those in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it. I need a motion to adjourn.
I know it's early, but Second.
I get motion by Mr. Knopf, a second by
That was
Mr.
Donahue.
Hull.
Yeah, was it Donnie?
Donahue. Close. Oh, I did all at one time.
Motion was made by all members.
Okay, it was Donahue then, Hull.
Yeah.
Because I heard Knopf. Okay.
Bob Irish.
Donahue and second by Mr. Meeting adjourned.
Bonnie,
Turn off that camera.
Judy, can you